What is up, guys? Sonduren Canadian Rider. We're at Inception Auto Detailing, and today we're going to be going ahead and talking about should you get paint protection film for your new car.
Hi, my name is Lorenzo Escobal. I'm the owner of Inception Automotive Detailing based out of Oakville, Ontario. We are a certified XPEL authorized installer shop here, installing paint protection film, window tinting, but also ceramic coating as well. We are internationally recognized on numerous media outlets ranging from Entrepreneur Magazine, GQ, Forbes, you name it, and we work on a lot of the luxury vehicles here. The reason why people actually put paint protection film in the first place is because a lot of them like to use the cars where they would like to have that peace of mind where the paint is actually protected from road wear. Whether if you're driving it for daily use or in the highway and such, having the paint protection film does preserve the car's finish, a lot easier to maintain, and even in the event something happens, a lot of the times the film will absorb the impact rather than the paint being damaged, and you can avoid costly repaints on the vehicle. A lot of the times anything can happen on the road, whether if you just literally picked it up from the dealership and then you start driving it, anything can happen on the road. And then I've seen instances of actual cars getting some road damage on the same day the car gets picked up. So doing it as soon as possible on a new vehicle, you are reducing that chances of the actual paint accumulating any road wear and such. And also by bringing your car brand new straight from the dealership, it's also a much cleaner install because the car is clean to begin with. So any existing road wear, it's a little harder to work with sometimes, where even us for ourselves, we can't always guarantee the cleanest install just because of any pre-existing conditions. Usually full vehicles, you're looking about ballpark $5,000, depending on the thickness of the film as well too, because we do have two grades of thickness here. One is a 7mm thickness and a 10mm thickness. For most owners, if it's a 7mm thickness, you're averaging about $4,600, $4,800 ballpark there, and for the 10mm film, it's $1,000 extra. So at the end of the day, it depends on how much you drive the vehicle. And where you're driving it at the end of the day. So having these paint protection film, one of the biggest benefits is over time, let's say you decide to sell your car 5-10 years from now, and in the event, let's say you want to take off the film, and then before you sell it, the paint will look almost like new. Almost like new to a sense where it's very clean. It does hold the resale value well because you've done that maintenance on the car where it helps preserve the finish. So obviously for any cars that's in very good shape, you'll definitely hold your resale value on that. You want to ask yourself, what is your intentions of keeping the car? Is this a car that you actually plan on keeping for a very long time, or are you just gonna hold it for 2, 3, 4, 5 years? In such cases. So if let's say you're gonna keep the car for maybe 2-3 years, maybe just put a ceramic coating, call it a day, because putting the film, yes, it's a investment to it as well too. At the same time, if there's any pre-existing conditions, we can't always guarantee the cleanest install. And then so even if you still decide to proceed with the film installation, so at least you won't accumulate more road wear, but you'll have whatever existing condition that you have there, right? So now at the end of the day, for the amount of money that you're investing in the car, is it really worth it? But it really, where it comes to is how long do you plan on keeping that car?
And you guys know we have the 2021 Porsche Cayman GT4 here. This is my good friend's car. We just picked it up. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it in the card above. But make sure you subscribe for more for this car. But that's why we brought the car into the shop immediately after receiving it from the dealership. We wanted to make sure we put on a layer of protection that's going to protect this beautiful, iconic classic from any type of road debris it might face. And it's going to allow us to go ahead and safely track the vehicle without, harming the paint, which is something we want to avoid on a car this special. So bringing the car in to do this is something that I highly recommend. And you guys know on my 2008 Audi R8, while it wasn't new and it was still 10 years old, it had only 37,000 kilometers on it, and we put a paint protection film on that, and it was the best decision I made for this car. It's one of the things that if you buy a car that's special to you, you're going to be keeping it for a long time, especially in this case for my friend, and this is his dream car. you want to make sure you get something like a paint protection film on the paint. You can't just rely on a ceramic coating. You need a film, a barrier behind everything that's out there and your dream car or your car that you really care for, that you want to make sure you protect. If you whip out your phone, do you have a screen protector on your phone, Lorenzo?
Yes, I do.
You do. So I have to ask that question to everybody. You buy a new phone, it's $1,000.
Yeah.
Immediately you think, I want to protect my investment.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the same thing for your car, and your car's worth 50 times, maybe 100 times more than your phone. So in my opinion as well, I think if you look at the cars behind us, you see some of the work on the paint protection film, it's almost a no-brainer. It's almost table stakes that you want to go ahead and do this. You think of the same thing for your phone, it's no different for your car. Lorenzo, on the PPF, you put that on, then people think about a ceramic coating, which doesn't traditionally protect against rock chips, and I think there's maybe a little bit of misconception on its ability to do that.
Okay, so yeah, so there is a lot of misconception of that. So a lot of owners that I do see, especially with the increase that we do get, so some have that impression that the ceramic coating does help from road wear, which is not true. It's the paint protection film is what protects you from road wear. Ceramic coating is more for environmental protection, whereas the paint protection film is for road wear. So ceramic coating, it's very similar to a wax, but it just lasts a lot longer, but also it helps repel the dirt from sticking to the paint. So when it comes from a maintenance perspective, it's just a lot easier to clean.
So to summarize, should you be getting paint protection film for your new car? And I think the resounding answer is yes. You do want to go ahead and protect the car just like you would if you bought a new phone. This is a much bigger investment for people a lot of the time, and a lot of time people have a connection to their car. Whether you're buying a car as your new daily driver or it's a new to you daily driver, it could be a track car, it could be a garage queen. Anytime somebody comes to me and asks, should I put a paint protection film on my car? And I say, absolutely, yes. The investment is worth it. You get the protection from stone chips and debris that's going to typically pepper the front end of your car, especially if it's a daily driver that's on the highway, even for track use. It's going to make the car easier to clean. It's going to help repel scratches because a lot of these films are self-healing. And if they get scratched, they're going to go ahead and instantly heal either with the sun or with hot water, which is amazing. And generally, my take on this is it's your new piece of property, whatever car this is, for whatever purpose it is. I always like making sure I protect my property and the things that I own. And I think a paint protection film is something that is basically permanent. You put it on the car, it's going to protect it, and you're going to be doing a lot less worrying, and you're going to be doing a lot more enjoying of your car. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I want to say thank you to Lorenzo at Inception Automotive Detailing. He's such an expert, did such an amazing job, and it's always great to talk to another fellow detailer. I will link Inception Automotive Detailing in the description box down below. Make sure you go ahead and check them out, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.